Hello, this is Rav Tamazon. So I started up my Entama over the Thanksgiving break, and my memory was a little rusty as it's been a few years since I last ran mine. And so I was looking around on YouTube to see if I could find some information to jog my memory, and that's when I came to the realization that there weren't very many videos, very instructive videos, I should say, available on the Entama. So I thought, why not just go ahead and make one myself? So I'll go ahead and introduce all the basic functions and everything to do with the Entama. It is one of my favorite versions because it is one of the most detailed versions and very unique in what it introduced. They first came out back in November 25th, 2005, so 10 years ago, and it was the first to introduce the concept of skill points, or GOTS points as it called, and that of family concepts. So there were four families. There was the Mamezoku, Memezoku, Kuchizoku, and then the special group called Hatenazoku. So a total of 58 characters, 42 basic characters, 3 secret characters, and 3 older characters plus Oyajichi, and 10 of the special Hatenazoku characters, which are kind of, I guess, called the call dating service characters. I will get into the details of who they are and how to get them. So, the Entama also, as well as introducing all these new concepts, removed two original primary functions, which were discipline and the light switch. So in this one, when the Tamagotchi goes to sleep, it just turns the light off by itself, and there's no need for discipline as you deal with skill points. So I'll go ahead and start. First of all, before I do, I have a Meidochi here. Let me see if I can make her come up closer. And I've been at work all day, so I purchased the robot Butler to take care of her for me so that I wouldn't have to deal with her constant demands throughout my day. The robot Butler is great because it just feeds and plays and cleans up after your Tamagotchi all day long. It is a very pricey service to acquire, and you get only 3 times the availability to call upon him, but it is well worth it. So anyway, let's go into the status. So there's the hungry and happy hearts as normal with all the other versions. And then here are the skill points that I was talking about. So the first one, represented by a pencil, is intelligence. The spark is going to be style, and the flower is going to be kindness. Now, each one is associated with a group and characters, and based on this formula, you get to influence which character, which adult character you're going to end up getting. I'll also get into how you can kind of work out a map of which character you want to end up with based on your skill points. So it's pretty cool that you can basically choose which character you want and then aim for it and be able to get it versus relying on random chance or anything of the sort. So this one shows the species as well as how much money you have, and also this shows when you're going to school or what sort of job you have. I haven't got a job yet, so those question marks will be filled in very soon when I'm called in for an interview to the Tamagotchi Palace and see which job I qualify for. So my little girl is 9 right now, 99 pounds, and I named her Chihiro, so Chihiro. If you want to look at this chart right here, you'll see that you can use this to name your characters at the very beginning. All you have to do is follow them exactly as it is shown here, and then you'll be set. And let's see, also shows your gender and generation, and so that's all there was in the basic status menu. One of the cool features about the Entama was that it introduced the concept of cooking. Now, cooking works in a very special way. There are, as I said, the main three groups: Mame, Meme, and Kuchi, and all the food items have been divided into these three groups. I'm not counting the Hatena group because that's the special group. So you have to have two ingredients from the same group to be able to cook something. So if you have, I don't know, one sprout from the Mame group and then one cube from the Meme group, you're not going to be able to cook anything. So it's going to just explode in your face. So you need definitely from the same category. And to be able to distinguish which food items are in which category, have a look at this chart right here. So as you can see, this will be very helpful for you in finding out which each category contains, and then that way you can go ahead and cook. And Binary also has an excellent cooking book, and I'll include that here. And so based on this, following the directions of this, you will be able to go ahead and cook something. So let's go ahead and look in my fridge and see if I currently have anything that I can use to cook with. So looks like I have sprouts and extract and a square flask and a Mame cube. So if I want to use, for example, let's make a square donut. So for that, I'll need the square flask and the extract. So I'll use a square flask and the extract, and I'll go ahead and say yes, and so she'll start cooking. And there we go, I made square donuts. So each time she eats this, it will give her points in that group. Since this was a Mame group, it will give points in intelligence. So Mame is for intelligence, Meme is for style, Kuchi is for kindness. And I showed you guys what the symbol of each was earlier. So that's one of the really cool features that you can go ahead and use with that. So let's go ahead and eat it. Pretty neat, huh? And the games are pretty simple. This is basically a matching game. You'll try and see if you can match the cards. Oh, I failed. It's basically completely random, so. Now, a different version of the Entama was introduced called CYOI, which changed all the games because people weren't very happy with the games that were on this. So that version, if you find them, have everything exactly the same except for 3 new games. So that's something you might want to look into if so this one is basically where you try and catch all the falling clothing and then avoid the poops. And then the more you go, the faster it gets, and so that's pretty much it. And this is going to give you points in style. The first one I showed gives points in intelligence, and the last one is going to give you points in kindness. Point is to try and hit the hammer on the nail by excuse me, knocking down the blocks and rescuing this little Tamagotchi at the very top. So kind of like that. And it gets faster and faster and more difficult. Oh, and it fell. I couldn't rescue it. But yeah, that's the point of the game. And then we go to the connection menu. Now, the eTamago website no longer exists. It's long been taken down. But Binary was able to put together a complete program called the N-Warehouse, which functions as basically what the website did without all the games and graphics and everything. But basically, whatever you could have gotten, plus a whole bunch of free stuff, you're able to get through this program. And Jesmond from the Facebook groups has taken Binary's program and then turned it into a online format, which is great because then you don't have to worry about being in front of a computer. If you have it on your phone, you can basically just go ahead with it. What you saw a moment ago was mail being delivered throughout the day. You'll get a special delivery or just a regular mail. These are events that take place. Sometimes there'll be good things in the mail, sometimes there'll be bad things in the mail. Today I got robbed. 500 gotcha points. But earlier, the Gotcha King visited me and gave me money, so what I was robbed of was given back, I guess, so it was a good day. So yeah, these are gonna be kind of like in the version 4, but less annoying. Gonna be special deliveries throughout the day. So what we can do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, is let's go to the PC option. And when you do this, it gives you the login number. And so let me get my phone, just 1 second. So as you can see on my phone, I have Jesmond's N-Warehouse, which can also be used for the Uratama as well. So let's go ahead and enter first the top number. So 031 9197, and then the bottom portion, so 200 2417, oops, 17, okay, and then I can go to choose item, and as you can see, it is an extensive list of a lot of things. So let's see, we can send ourselves money, which is always great. So I'll go ahead and choose 900 gotcha points, and so I will say get it, and it says input this code into your Entama. So 0 8 4 9 1 9 7 2 0 0 4 4 1 7. Oh, did I enter this? Up, yep. This should be up here. 9. Okay. And as you can see, there's 900 points, and you can use this with everything that's available. So this is a great thing to have. If you don't have a smartphone, you can just download the N-Warehouse directly into your computer and you can use it through there, but I like to have it on my phone because I'm hardly ever in front of my computer, so it's very handy. So let's have a look at the mail. So that's gonna be the special delivery. Oh goodness, I think I just got 3,000 gotcha points. I can't read what it says, but let's see. Yup, cool. I don't know if maybe a relative died and left me a fortune. That's awesome. And let's see what the newspaper thing is. So if you can read Japanese, this would be great, but unfortunately I can't, so I just have to kind of skip through it. It's actually got... Oh, I think this was my graduation from school, so let's see if I will qualify for a job. Oh, one of them gave me an X. I need all 3 of them to be zeros to be able to get a job. I wonder what job they gave me. I'm not sure. The one that I tried to apply for, I didn't get it. It looks like scissors, so I'm assuming I got a job at a hair salon somewhere. I assume so. So if we go into here, it will show yes. So it shows my job title here. I can't read it in Japanese right now, but if I'm not very much mistaken, it's a hairdresser, and it is a 1-star job, and so which means every day I will get 1,000 gotchi points. I can go ahead and raise it, get 2-star job, which is 2,000, and then get a 3-star job, which is 3,000 gotcha points a day, by raising it my skill points in that area. So I have like 42 in style points. So if I make that 142, my star will go up by 1, and my salary will get a nice hefty raise as well. So that's one good thing about this. Let's have a look. The sickness is the same. This one has my, when you're going to school and stuff, it has your school items in there, the first one. And these are going to be the skill area ones. This is pretty cool. I got this broom, and since she's Meidochi, she loves it. And it gives you kindness points. And then I also got like a TV over there. These are items you can purchase. I got them all from the N-Warehouse. And that is a robot butler, which I used earlier this morning. So it's still going on. It's for 24 hours. You won't have to worry about feeding or cleaning or doing anything. Robot butler will do it, all of it for you. And I also have the Kirin Panda toy and the car. The car is pretty funny. She sits on top of it instead of getting inside of it. I'm trying to think. So, getting the characters you want that I spoke about earlier. So, let me go ahead and show you guys the character chart again, and then you'll need to understand the what is it? Genders to be able to determine which character you get. So let's have a look. So there are the intelligence and style and kindness characters, and as you can see, I had done it in purple for girl, blue for boy, and I circled all of them, and you can find all of this information over at Tamazone. So in my group, for example, there was 3 choices for the female characters, and so as long as you remember the combination as kindness, style, intelligence, that's all you really need. So this will be the character for kindness, this will be the character for style, this will be the character for intelligence. Same over here, kindness, style, intelligence. Kindness, style, intelligence. Over here, same, kindness, style, intelligence. So when you are a teen, all you have to do is make sure in your skill points, the highest point you have is the one corresponding to that character. So when I had young Momechi, young Mimichi, I just made sure my highest skill point was in style, and I ended up with Meidochi. If I had kept it as high as intelligence, I would have gotten Mimichi, and same regard as the other one. So this is a very basic concept, and it doesn't even matter how many points it has to be up. Others can be like 2 points each. If you have one of them as 3 points, that's the adult you're gonna end up with. So it's pretty cool and pretty simple. Tenazoku, or the dating characters, and to be able to get these, you'll have to go into the N-Warehouse program and purchase these specific Hatenazoku dating tickets. Through those, you will be able to achieve these secret characters, and they are very funny. I'm particularly fond of Ohigechi, who has a huge mustache that he's very, very proud of. So, next thing, I wanted to talk about these 2 items which I think are very important. One is going to be the cough drop, which looks like a wrapped candy, and the other one is going to be the regain health bottle, both of which once again can be found through the N-Warehouse program. The cough drop is important because it will make sure your character has 50% less chance of getting sick. And for the regain health one, so what happens is if you're not fast enough reacting when your Tamagotchi gets sick, some internal counter clicks over, and when this internal counter reaches a certain number, your Tamagotchi dies. So what happens is this medicine undoes one of those counter clicks, and this is very important, especially if you don't have 2 generations in your Entama yet, because sometimes if you catch the death god hovering over your Tamagotchi and you get to it in time, what you can do is go over to the book icon and choose the shrine from one of your past generations and start praying to it, and then your past ancestors will come and chase the death god away, and you'll be able to save your Tamagotchi that way. But if you don't have at least 2 generations built into it yet, this will be a very, very useful item to have. So, and this is pretty much it, guys. So thank you for watching, and you're welcome to leave any questions or anything you would like to ask in particular down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get around to them. So thank you for watching. Au revoir.